Okay guys, good morning to everyone. I am here with newspaper, Hindu newspaper, 15 June. The more important news is legality of doctrine of hot pursuit. The news is important from the what is the doctrine of hot pursuit. Okay, recently there is a question that the operation run by Indian government in the Myanmar against the military, whether the operation is a secret operation and whether the operation is an open operation. In this case, India tries to defend itself, saying that it follows the rule of doctrine of hot pursuit. Now the thing is that what is the doctrine of hot pursuit? Doctrine of hot pursuit is first enacted into the Geneva Convention on High Sea. Okay, it is under Article 23. After that, the doctrine of hot pursuit was now enacted under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, Article 111. Okay, then what is the doctrine of hot pursuit? The doctrine of hot pursuit means when a foreign vessel enters into the territorial water of the third country, in high sea area, then what happened? The state party, okay, the country, the water, okay, the country to which belongs to this territorial water can take action against the ship if it thinks that it is danger, it poses threat to the country, or it is sometimes its nature is a kind of suspicion. For example, you see the ship of Italy. Okay, if the ship of when the ship of Italy enters into the territorial water of India, then if Indian Army Coast Guard thinks that the activities of this vessel is a kind of suspicion, or the activities of the ship is such that it poses threat to the integrity of the India, or if the Coast Guard feels that, if the India feels that this vessel actually tries to come near the economic zone, okay, exclusive economic zone, okay, and doing something kind of threatening activities, okay, then what if an Indian Coast Guard can actually prevent the ship actually, okay, it is called doctrine of hot pursuit. Okay, but doctrine of hot pursuit, this right will be vanished. Okay, this right, India will not have this right when the ship will be out of the territorial water of India, and it will entry, the vessel will empty into the territorial water of the other country. Means India have no right on the foreign vessel who is already in the territorial water of the other country. India can take action against any foreign vessel in territorial sea when India feels that the foreign vessel is a kind of work of suspicion, and suspicion, and it is in the territorial water of India. Okay, only then India can take action. Then other thing is that this convention, this doctrine of hot pursuit is necessary in maintaining maritime fishery, okay, in controlling pollution, okay, in illegal drug or illegal activities, okay, for different kind of activities actually this doctrine of hot pursuit actually works as an effective measure. But the thing is that during different time, okay, during the course of time, different countries actually try to justify invasion of within the territory of other countries, defending this right, okay, defending this doctrine of hot pursuit, okay. That is why United Nations conventions actually tries to at different times actually. Recently, United Nations conventions actually extends this doctrine of hot pursuit to the territorial land also. Now this convention is actually applied to territorial water. Now the United Nations actually tries to extend this right actually to territorial land also. It is a very controversial topic. At different time, different countries actually invest actually invaded the territorial land of another countries with the help of this clause, okay. But while the clause is not actually applicable to territorial land, it is only territorial water, okay. But the thing is that the article mentions that in different African countries actually, Kenya sought to justify its military action against Al-Shabaab militants in Somali territory on the basis of this adapted doctrine, okay. Different times even Kurdish even Kurdish, even it is a controversial topic. It was in controversy regarding the Kurdish militancy. Okay, and invading the Taliban militancy in Pakistan. Okay, while Taliban militants invaded Pakistan, United Nations, America actually, America actually evokes this clause. Actually, America actually raises the issue that the applicability of this hot pursuit, okay, applicability this doctrine of hot pursuit should be extended to the territorial land also. It is related to both second and third paper. In third paper, it will UGS third paper, it will work as how it is related to internal security. Okay, in second paper, it is important from international relation, from political points of view, international institution, because here some international institutions will come, international treaty like United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, okay, Geneva Convention, okay, this type of law institute will come. Okay, now the question is that you have to prepare the question, write a note. Do you think that this legality of do you think that the doctrine of hot pursuit should be extended to territorial land also? Okay, do you think that if it is applicable in India, then India will be able to prevent the terrorism, cross-border terrorism? Okay, while writing answer, be balanced. Okay, but there is a negative aspect also here. Okay, though it is good, or though it is effective for the immediate redressal of cross-border terrorism, where it is a very immediate, when it is an emergency, there is a difficulty in requiring permission from the other country, then it might be effective, but it must be through a very legal process. There must be very strict international law regarding this. Okay, and another negative effect is that it might be used in a bad way. Okay, it must violate human rights. Okay, in this way you must write your answer in a balanced way. An important news, page number 9, call to preserve Kotni spirit in India-China ties. What is Kotni spirit? Kotnis, Kotnis spirit, Spirit, Kotni spirit. During the time of China and Japanese war, Indian doctor Shantaram Dwarakanath Kotni. Shantaram Dwarakanath Kotni, he is a doctor in Maharashtra. This doctor was sent from India to China to serve the wounded patient. Okay, to serve the wounded soldier, and for his excellent service, okay, for his excellency in humanity, okay, he is actually still commemorated in China. Okay, recently actually Chinese people has made statue in his name. This doctor is Shantaram Dwarakanath Kotni. He is from Maharashtra. He was in Maharashtra in India. This doctor was sent to China during the China-Japanese war to serve the wounded soldier and people. Okay, and for his excellent service, he was very popular in among the Chinese people. This news is important from the culture point of view. You can include it in culture that Indian society, Indian culture, and okay, and even while writing answer for diplomatic purposes, okay, in case of cultural point, you can mention this name. Okay, besides this, there might be short note, like write a short note on Shantaram Dwarakanath Kotni. Okay. Another important article, banking on dual strategy. The article emphasizes on the restructuring of debt management. Okay, according to the latest recent RBI circular, the RBI permits the bank to recover non-performing assets. Okay, non-performing assets. The RBI has directed that the banks can turn the non-performing asset into equity. Okay, and also bank can convert their loans into equity and induct new promoters into defaulting firms. Okay, this is one of the main prominent criteria for restructuring of debt management. Okay, to recovering debt management means if any corporate body whatever in any corporate firm takes money from banks, okay, and in case of defaulting, then bank will turn their loan into stock. Okay, and bank will in that bank will invite new promoters to develop their firms. Okay, One most important thing is that the article emphasizes actually one kind of discrimination. Actually, in case of debt management, accepting loan, okay, recovering loan, there is actually differentiation between the common citizen and a corporate citizen. Okay, the corporate citizen means who is related with corporate body, related with industry, related with farm. Okay, the thing is that actually in case of corporate citizen, actually he is given a chance to justify the financial mismanagement. Okay, what is the reason behind his bankruptcy in farm? Okay, he is given a chances actually. Okay, but a common citizen is not given such kind of chances. The second is that in case of giving loan, actually a common citizen is given much more scrutiny. Yeah, okay, he is actually scrutinized pervasive way. Okay, which is actually sometimes not so pervasive to a corporate citizen. Okay, to while accepting while filing application for loan. Okay, while accepting loan. Okay, there are such kind of some discriminations which actually throws light by this article. Okay, that what is the thing is that the differentiation between corporate citizen and common citizen. Okay, no doubt the the recent move of the RBI to recover loan is a very adequate step, and it will help the bank to recapitalize and to balance their financial asset. Okay, but the thing is that there is something mismatch in case of financial asset while providing loan, while accepting loan between a corporate citizen and common citizen. When a corporate citizen is given some kind of privileges, a common citizen is deprived of those privileges in regard of financial asset. Okay, it is important to your GS3 paper. Okay. Another important article, more housewives committing suicide. National Crime Record Bureau records show that in a recent study it has been proved that in India actually more and more housewives are committing suicide. What is the reason? It is related to our globalization, to the topic globalization and Indian society, general studies first paper. Okay, the growing materialism, okay, growing tension, okay, the mental gap, okay, generation gap. Okay, there are different reasons actually. Okay, stress, anxiety, hankering after money. Okay, much more materialistic mentality. Okay, mental gap. Okay, these kind of things actually compels people to commit such kind of activities. Okay, here it is important from Indian GS paper first point of view. Topic is Indian society and globalization. Okay, what is the impact of globalization in Indian society? How they turned people into materialistic, how people day by day losing the relationship. Okay, mental gap is how increasing day by day. Okay, what preventive measures can be taken? Okay, here there is no preventive up to the ready-made preventive measures is not available in case of Indian society. Okay, you yourself have to initiate. Okay, right from the childhood we have to teach our child. Okay, what happens generally nowadays, parents actually enroll their children in private school, and right from the that moment actually they make the child actually hankering after marks only. Okay, a kind of materialistic competition. Okay, humanity and values are less taught. Okay, there are you can interpret these things in different from different angle. Okay, and in